G. Trapped he did the Manolo, they go that Wolverines, and he wasn't from Michigan. Y'all listening, y'all can hear a lyrical street. Carter's raw dens. Rap don't work, find us in Tennessee. Looking for bucks, see if they still tenant.
NYG.
We appeal to those that feel.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Heard what you say.
NYG.
We appeal to those that feel.
Practice freedom of speech and refuse to hold back. Heard what you say.
NYG.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics going up against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. One of the fun players to watch tonight, Isaiah Thomas. He was the last player selected from his draft class of 2011. But, Shaq, I bet GMs want a redo on that one, man. He can just dominate games offensively.
You know, he's not really tall. He's 6-something, not above 6'4", but this guy's fearless. You know, his speed and quickness of the release of a shot, he can get a shot anytime. And what I really like about him, he's gritty. He'll fight you.
If he's more than 5.
On the floor for the visiting Sacramento Kings. At shooting guard, Marco Bellinelli. At small forward, Henri Castro.
Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. The Celtics are looking to grab one here for the home fans in Boston before heading out on the road. And, guys, we won't be seeing Jim. Celtics trail by 10. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Crowder. His last outing, he had 8 points. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
What do you do with that guy? With his handles, he abuses defenders.
Rondo with it. Good D by Thomas.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. And it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Ball's not loose. Smart, wide open, he fires. That 3 off the mark. Kings leading now by 8. Outside Rondo. He had Freak, top of the key. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
No, to the contrary, they haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
Here's Thomas. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And, guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Olynyk kicks to Thomas. They get it again.
Fellas, that's exactly the job the big guy has to do for him. Contest every rebound.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
From the arc. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? You like their effort level here in the early going. I mean, they're really making things happen for themselves.
4 seconds left. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Rajon Rondo.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
And he sinks the second. McCray. And no good trying to get that one. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Kings. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful. I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another coach. Take a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the court for Sacramento. Freak in at shooting guard. Quincy AC out there with McCray. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5, roaming the paint. Good. That's now 8 points for Freak.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And he gets it to go. 8 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risks to see if they can cut that lead down.
A moment now to see the numbers for Smart. How he did last season. Averaged 6 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, great hustle, does all the little things. Just a good complimentary guy to have on your team.
Second free throw, no good. Sacramento leading by 12. And here's Freak. 8 points for him. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. .114 left in the first half of basketball. Thomas kicks to Olynyk. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
And you're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Casey's shot is good.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Olynyk. Puts it up from 17. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Here's Freak. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now Thomas. A 14-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
That's good.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
11 seconds left now here in the second. Rondo passes to Freak. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And the first half is now in the books. Kings ahead, up by 10. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, DeMarcus, certainly a well-played first half by this team. Tell us about how the discipline and regimen has helped this group get its focus.
We've actually been practicing what we're preaching now, so it's carrying over into the game. I mean, we've been doing that so far, and we've been pretty good so far.
Well done, DeMarcus. Thanks for the time. Guys?
Okay, guys, solid play so far. I like what I'm seeing. But just a few things to talk about before the second half.
Here we go, Boston. Now,
the second half just about to get going here.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. He's got 13 points, and boy, are his rebound numbers ever impressive.
Clark, it's all guts and determination. That's really what rebounding is all about, and that's what's been on display here today.
Kings leading now by 10. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. Johnson is out there with Tyler Zeller, and it's Thomas in at the point. That's the group that grabs it. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Now here's Smart. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Crowder, and fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot two. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. Number one, the Kings.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
No good on that one. And the free throw is good, now leading by one.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
The pass to Freak for the lead. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Smart dishes to Olynyk. They set the screen. Expanding his range, and that one's good. Smart's got the lead up to 1 now for Boston.
And how about that? Responding to a three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Guys have done a nice job of drawing countless fouls in this game, and as a result, they've gotten a ton of points at the line.
Yeah, and something else they've done all through this one is knock down the mid-range jump shot whenever they've had the chance.
1:35 left to play in the third. Here's Cauley Stein. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul. Stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
At the line for two.
And he makes both free throws.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half, but they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
13 feet away. They grabbed their own miss. Got a piece of it. Oh, here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. It's stolen by Bradley. Crowder with it. He has 5. 58 seconds left to play here in the third. Bradley can't get it to go. Sacramento's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Rondo kicks to Ace. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Defense right on him. There's Freak. Oh, that's blocked. There's Crowder. We got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Mickey. There's the dish to Crowder. Shot clock at 6. Here's Olynyk. That one a little long. And here's Rondo. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Shoots from the elbow. And he knocks down the jumper. And the Kings lead by 4.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Some changes for Boston. Olynyk, he's checked in for Zeller. Crowder comes in for Amir Johnson. And Bradley subbed in for Marcus Smart. On the court for Sacramento. Freak in a 2-guard. Cauley-Stein is out there with Quincy. Then there's McCray. And it's Rondo in at the 1.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Freak kicks to Cauley-Stein. Rondo passes to McCray. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Celtics. Bradley dishes to Thomas. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Isaiah Thomas. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon, as we've seen him have this sort of terrific night many times.
Anytime.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal.
At BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV's Postgame, the final tournament we're waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. 2 of the qualified team owners and, of course, Force give you a chance at VC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason. Road to the finals tournament.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Sacramento Kings. For Sacramento, they come in off the loss to the Celtics in Boston. They went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And Nicholas Batum, who we'll be watching tonight, just does so much on the floor. Shaq, it seems like he epitomizes what it means to be an all-around player.
Yeah, he's very active on both ends of the floor, with and without the ball. Very important, with and without the ball. He helps win games with his passing, and, he rarely turns it over. Great floor leader out there.
Yeah, he's the biggest threat since my man AK-47, Andre Kerr.
And a look at the lights of Charlotte, North Carolina, sparkling in the sky. Just stunning. Live from Charlotte, North Carolina, 2K Sports proudly brings you the Hornets at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Last game for the Hornets, they picked up the W against Toronto. Guys, kind of a battle there. They pulled out a 4-point win though.
They played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. The game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work it.